Please be seated. Chancellor, graduates, guests and members of the university community, good afternoon and welcome. I'm Bill Patterson, University Secretary and Director of Governance Support. Graduations are one of the university's most important events. This year, the university will hold 42 ceremonies, both in Sydney and in Shanghai. On occasion, the university seeks to honour individuals who have made extraordinary impacts upon society through the contributions they have made to the university. Today, the university will bestow an honorary award upon an outstanding member of our community. I would now like to introduce to you the official party who are here on stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Ms. Catherine Livingstone, AC, Chancellor of the University, who will preside over this ceremony. The Chancellor is joined today by Professor Andrew Parfitt, Vice-Chancellor and President, Ms. Patricia Turner, AM, who will be awarded a Doctor of Business, honoris causa, and also deliver the occasional address, Associate Professor Robin Johns, Associate Dean, Academic Staff of the UTS Business School, who will be presenting graduates. The other people seated on stage are Emeritus Professor Michael McDaniel, AO, Special Advisor to the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Prabhu Sivabalan and Dr. Patrick Tooth, members of the University's Council, professors, academics and professional staff from faculties and institutes who played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Ms. Catherine Livingstone, AC, our Chancellor, to formally open proceedings.
In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, and before we begin proceedings, and on behalf of all of those present, I would like to acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It is upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. I would also like to pay our respects to their elders, both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral of awards upon graduates from the UTS Business School. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support which they've received from family and friends, many of whom are with us here today. So we warmly welcome you as together we celebrate the achievements of the graduates. I will now ask Professor Andrew Parfitt, Vice-Chancellor and President, to present a candidate for the Doctor of Business honoris causa.
Chancellor, the Council of the University has established the award of Doctor of Business honoris causa to be made to persons who, in its opinion, have made an outstanding contribution to professional practice in a discipline of interest to the University. Chancellor, I present to you Ms. Patricia Turner, AM. Ms. Patricia Turner, AM, is a Gudangia woman who has dedicated her life's work to the self-determination of Indigenous people. Born in Alice Springs, Ms. Turner had an outstanding career in the Australian Public Service. In 1976, she was elected Vice President of the Federal Council for the Advancement of Aborigines and Torres Strait Islanders. In 1978, Ms. Turner moved to Canberra to take on a role in the Equal Opportunity branch of the Australian Public Service Board, where she worked to improve employment outcomes for Indigenous people across the Australian Public Service. Between 1979 and 1998, Ms. Turner was progressively promoted, becoming the first Indigenous Chief Executive Officer of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Commission. She held other notable positions, including Deputy Secretary for the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet and Deputy Secretary at Centrelink. Ms. Turner has a Master of Public Administration from the University of Canberra and was the Monash Chair of Australian Studies at Georgetown University in Washington between 1998 and 1999. Today, Ms. Turner remains the highest appointed Indigenous woman in the public service. In recognition of her contributions to the sector, she was made a member of the Order of Australia in 1990. In 2007, Ms Turner became the inaugural Chief Executive Officer of National Indigenous Television, working to establish Australia's first Indigenous broadcaster. She joined the Advisory Council of the Australian National Preventative Health Agency in 2011 and served there until 2016. And in 2016, Ms Turner was appointed CEO of the National Aboriginal Community Controlled Health Organisation. Ms Turner continues to share her wealth of experience, skills and insights to foster participation and inclusion of Indigenous people, advocating for their direct input into the decisions on policies and programs that impact their lives. In November 2019, it was announced that Ms Turner would be one of 20 members of the Senior Advisory Group to help co-design the Indigenous Voice to Parliament. She's also the lead convener of the Coalition of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Peak Organisations, the Coalition of Peaks, working well with all Australian governments to close the gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians under the National Agreement on Closing the Gap. For the past 3 years, Ms Turner has brought her knowledge to UTS as an honorary adjunct professor in the research unit of the Jumbunna Institute for Indigenous Education and Research. She's a member of the editorial board of the Journal of Indigenous Policy and shares her insights and expertise at Jumbunna and wider across UTS. In 2023, she became chair of the National Level Steering Committee for a 5-year Australian Research Council project, Policy for Self-Determination, the case study of ATSIC, in collaboration with Macquarie University. It's a great honour for the University of Technology Sydney to confirm Ms Patricia Turner AM, a Doctor of Business honoris causa, in recognition of her remarkable contribution to public service and her dedication to Indigenous self-determination. Chancellor, in recognition of her distinguished contribution, I ask you to appoint Ms Patricia Turner AM to the degree of Doctor of Business honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I admit Ms Patricia Turner AM to the degree of Doctor of Business honoris causa. I now invite Professor Associate Dean Robin Johns, Associate Dean Academic Staff of the UTS Business School, to present graduates.
Chancellor, I invite graduates of the UTS Business School to stand. Chancellor, the UTS Council has received that candidates recommended to it by the Faculty Board in the business as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the Board and has conferred that these awards upon them. Chancellor, I now present those graduates from the UTS Business School who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have now qualified. Huge congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Chancellor, UTS Business School conducts innovative research across all major business disciplines. Our aim is to produce research which is not only academically excellent, but also knowledge that impacts the world in which we live. Chancellor, I present to you graduates receiving research degrees. The following students have graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy. Julie Mary Heberle, for a thesis entitled How Accounting is Used in Times of Crisis, an empirical examination of COVID-19 response to New South Wales Health. supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Prabhu Sibawaran and Co-Supervisor David Bedford. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Julie Mary Hebrelade. Lyudmila Ramaskovsky, for a thesis entitled The Role of Individuals, Immigrant Background in Outcomes in the Director and CEO Labour Markets, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Martin Bijara and Co-Supervisor Dr. Samir Juman. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Lyudmila Ramaskovsky. Chancellor, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with the Executive Master of Business Administration, Norley Frida Jackson. Graduate Certificate in Executive Business Practice, Executive Master of Business Administration, Matthew Peter Jackson. Executive Master of Business Administration in Entrepreneurship, Hari Priya Krishnamurthy. Master of Business Administration, Rabina Adhikari. Wilson Anga Wijaya. Mark Edward Blackstone. Shirlene Chand. Anshuman Chatterjee. Meliana Hatono Chen. Deepali. Vanessa Douglas. Siddharth James George. Anjana Gimira. Veronica Golos. Karen Marie Gray. Venkata Akshay Guntur. Kelvin Handrawan. Thi Ngan Ha Huang. Shashank Ganesh Ear. Shafrin Jahan. Azim Khan. Maud Yasir Khan. Gaurav Kedkar. Renu Prasad Kumar. Sovan Aratanak Liv. Ni Ni Luin. Rachel Ann McNally. Tiago Meira del Carvalho. Manav Monga. Noor Shazwani Binti Noor Azhan. Kaung Miat Ni Ni. Thomas Jackson Bruce Peter. Nivedita Rangappa. Ankush Sadhana. Shruti Sharma. Dan Su. Damon Taheri Shejani. Linda Maria Tingy. Nikhil Vagis. Bachelor of Business, Graduate Diploma in Business Administration, Master of Business Administration, Romario Suleiman. Bachelor of Management with Distinction, Master of Business Administration, Molly Patricia Barlow. Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, Master of Business Administration, Sheridan Lee Murphy. Marlene Sahez Medina. Ying Bi Xu. Mohammed Khaled Zarour. Master of Finance, Si Wang. Master of Marketing, Ning Jiang. Samantha Anna Kate Randall. Ruohan Zhang. Master of Professional Accounting, Zichen Fan. Yun Bi John. Razia Hazra Bi Koya. Thaksina Miwatana. Tianqi Yang. Graduate Certificate in Professional Accounting, Master of Professional Accounting, Jean Chaudhry. Xiao Dan Chen. Bachelor of Business Honours with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Marlon Ferguson. Bachelor of Business Honours with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Economics with Credit, James Michael Roos Verscool. Bachelor of Accounting with Distinction, Matthew Gerald Carey. Bachelor of Accounting with Credit, Nicholas B. Lankow. Mohanisha Mehra. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Sherry Attard. Claire Samantha Brown. Joshua David John Daniels. Pet Biktai Doangdara. T Tien An Ho. Archibald Jack Califf. Adela Leona Lau. Sai Ming Leong. Juan Cha Lee. Jia Shi Lu. Jason Anthony Natpati. Oscar William Peter. Soitsthida Sombun. Marit Verbeek Walthouse. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Shadea Ashe. Cameron Mann Faye Alexander. Harry James Borhausen. Sydney Wei Chen. Mayor Rose Clark. Clement Antonio Corkill. Dai Ying Ying. Dennis Dung. Will Dawes. Jonathan Angus Doolin. Zain Dragatogiannis. Siyuan Du. Chang Hao Duan. Tan Tong Duong. Ryan Maxwell Fitzpatrick. Olivia Rose Freeman Pinhorn. Xiao Ya Geng. Mitchell Tyler Grave. Yulin Hua. Shajara Hughes Hill. Christina Huynh. Daniela Iacovella. Shohei Imai. Yongpeng Jing. Christiane Francis George. Jia Kang. Jonathan Kesselma. Min Jun Kim. Jasper Kloster. Min Xian Li. Ruo Xuan Li. Bea Lopez. Bika Lu. Tony Lu. Tia Dora Matuk. Catherine Elizabeth Meluish. Sarah Monaha. Noah Adam Morabito. Charles Leonard O'Donnell. George Konstantin Paleologos. Thomas Joseph Philip Patterson. James Policida. Mila Katarina Perkovic. Lucy Randall. Maximilian John Reckner. Tobias Empson Rose. Matthew Ross. Maximilian Russell. Sang Hyun Roo. Halima Sabsabi. Amelia Seidler. Angelica Serrano. Nadia Louise Simpson. Jia Ying Sun. Samantha Shafranek. Darren Tanajaya. Nico Adrian Timonera. Paul Traynor. Helen Tuyet Chan. Marcus Rolfe Waters. Zana Watson. Rebecca Louisa Wood. Angela Jing-Yi Wu. Chi-Sing Jason Wu. Pan Yi. Bachelor of Business, Janik Christian Admadirjo. Dean Abinja. Oscar Allen Badran. Gede Jaden Bawa. Zachary James Braddon. George Tai. Zhe Cao. Ranshi Chen. Thi Mi Ngi Gont Dong. Eric James Gallagher. Tashmit Hussain. Rory William Keeping. Hyoli Kim. Anastasia Kutenko. Xuanning Liang. Si Yan Lu. Hermione Teresa Mazukia. Sebastian MacDonald. Isabella Peter Mestrov. Isra Noon. Angus Pugh. Gaurav Kumar Zagar. Runhan Shi. William Sin. Jamie Teng. Anna Maria Virissimo. Xuan Yun Wang. Elliot Waugh. Angus Wilson. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Kellen Elder. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Raina Brendan D'Souza. Bachelor of Business, Thales Aquilina.
Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates from the UTS Business School.
Well, I think the support this afternoon gets the High Achievement Award, so well done, well done. Well, on behalf of all at UTS, I'd like to say again huge congratulations to our new graduates, and just as importantly to your family and friends who've no doubt given support, love and a great deal of understanding during your studies. Finishing a degree or a diploma is a major milestone, and we certainly don't underestimate the hard work and all the sacrifices that you've made in achieving this goal. And you should be very, very proud of yourselves, because your university is certainly very proud of you. Now, your graduation is undoubtedly one of the most important moments in your life, and it brings with it opportunities and challenges. And the opportunities really have never been greater for UTS graduates. Employers hold you in high esteem, not just because of the quality of education, but also because of its very practical nature. But conversely, the challenges in the workplace have never been greater. Scrutiny and the expectations of society are very high, and they continue to grow. So I would urge you all to maintain the highest level of professional and personal integrity. Confront with courage the inevitable ethical dilemmas. They will arise, but just remember the caution that the behaviour you walk past is the behaviour you condone. But beyond the opportunities and challenges, a graduation signals that you have gained new knowledge. Use it wisely and use it responsibly. Ensure that your impact is a positive one, that you're seen to give and not to take. I say this particularly because you're graduates of a University of Technology, and as we all know, technology can certainly be applied as a force for good. But we do need to be alert to unintended consequences, and even more importantly, to the application of technology where the intention is not benign. There will be times, of course, when knowledge alone is not enough, and you'll have to make judgments where the answer is not clear. Now, judgment is informed by experience, and particularly the experience of making mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you probably haven't tried hard enough. So just focus on the mistakes and the benefit of the learning that they give you. That learning builds the reserves of judgment on which you will later be required to draw. So my challenge to all of you here today is to make sure that you make enough space and time to build those reserves of judgment. Turn off the laptop, turn off the iPhone, and just think. Think about the questions you should ask, think about the answers you receive, and then think about the judgment that you're being called upon to make. And I can't stress enough how critical it is to be able to think. We all know that the world is becoming more complex, but with careful thought and reflection, this complexity can be managed. Purposefully thinking through the decisions you'll face and identifying not just the expected consequences, but the unintended consequences. This is a very important career skill, so make sure that you provide enough time in your life to build that skill. Anyone can think about what they intend to do, It takes real skill to work out what the unintended consequences might be. And we could perhaps have a little more of it, dare I say. Now finally, your relationship with UTS obviously doesn't end today. Your career will take multiple paths, multiple geographies, multiple dimensions. But you will need, as we all know and as we all do, to acquire new knowledge and have a continuous learning mindset. And UTS is very focused on how it can support you, its alumni, in your lifelong learning needs. So we now welcome you to the global UTS alumni community. Stay involved and stay in touch. And remember that the UTS Alumni Office is your lifelong connection to UTS. So may I congratulate you all again and wish you every success in applying the skills and the knowledge that you have gained from our world-class institution. Well done. So it now gives me great pleasure to invite Ms. Pat Turner, AM, to deliver the occasional address this afternoon. Pat.
I would like to acknowledge the Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Faculty Dean and staff. And in particular, I would like to acknowledge and congratulate all the graduates here and of course their families and friends who have supported them along the way. You must all be so proud, and rightly so. I would also like to acknowledge the First Nations peoples here, and in particular the Gadigal people and their elders, to whom I pay my respects. My name is Pat Turner. I am the CEO of the National Aboriginal Community Controlled Health Organisation, NACCHO. We are the peak body representing 145 Aboriginal medical services across Australia who operate over 550 medical clinics. I don't know whether you are aware, but the very first Aboriginal health service was established just about a kilometre further up the road from here in Redfern in 1971. It was a significant act of self-determination for my people. That was a very different time. That was before Medicare existed. I am also lead convener of the Coalition of Peaks, which is a group now of over 85 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peak organisations. We set up the coalition in 2018 to resurrect the failing Closing the Gap process. This led us to negotiating the new national agreement on closing the gap with the former Prime Minister and 8 state and territory leaders in 2020. Most importantly though, I am the daughter of an Aranda man and a Gadanji woman. I was raised in Alice Springs and I am a long way from home. But I have lived part of my life on Gadigal country. My longest period was when I was the inaugural CEO of NITV. In 2007, there were less than 2 hours per week of dedicated Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander content broadcast on Australian TV. With the arrival of NITV, we now have a dedicated Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander broadcaster. So, Gadigal country brings me warm memories and feels like home away from home. Because we are celebrating the conferral of degrees in the UTS Business School, I would also like to acknowledge the ancient footsteps in which the graduates today are treading. They are Gadigal footsteps. Business was conducted by the ancient peoples on the shoreline, where you are now sitting, over the course of tens of thousands of years. Tribes from other nations would travel to this beautiful harbour and other areas along the coast to trade and undertake a range of cultural business, including initiation ceremonies for young people, marriage arrangements for couples, and a range of exchanges of culture, language and stories, and also to trade goods and services. There was a vibrant and ancient economy here before 1788. When talking about the Gadigal, it would be remiss of me not to also acknowledge how they, perhaps more than any other Aboriginal nation, bore the brunt of the impact of the invasion. It started with muskets, then came disease. In the first 30 years, 30% of the Aboriginal population in the east lay dead from smallpox alone. It continued with forced removals to places such as the Native Institution established in Parramatta in 1814. Much later in that century, there came the Aboriginal Protection Act in New South Wales. This saw the survivors moved into missions and reserves. This era also saw the beginnings of the stolen generation. But despite all of this, the Eora and the Gadigal and other nations in New South Wales have survived. Every day at work, I see how our people struggle to attain positive health outcomes. As this audience would probably realise, health outcomes rely on what we call the social determinants of health. It's not just about getting access to doctors or medical support and medicines. It's about all the factors that affect you throughout your life. And what still shocks me today is that my family members are expected to live 8 to 9 years less than other non-Aboriginal Australians. That is a huge gap in life expectancy, and there is no physiological reason for it. I think that all the parents and guardians in this room today would agree that getting our children on the pathway to education and keeping them on it is one of the best ways we can have to ensure that all of them have bright and productive lives. It is important to note that once an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander person makes it into tertiary education, there is almost no difference in the measures of socio-economic disadvantage and life outcomes to their peers who are not Aboriginal graduates. I am not surprised by this, because if there were any disadvantages, then we would also have to accept the precept that there are differences between different ethnic groups that would account for lower educational outcomes. And of course, we all know that that is rubbish. So it's all about getting good potential students here in the first place. And then, like all of you here in graduation gowns today, it's about supporting you in your tertiary studies and in reaching your full academic potential. At the start of the speech, I mentioned the establishment of the Redfern Aboriginal Medical Service in 1971. At that time, only 6.9% of Aboriginal people who were not at school, as reported in the 1971 census, said that they had received an education up to year 10. Look how far we have travelled since then. It is now a very rare thing to see a child without year 10 educational attainment. But the highest group without year 10 educational attainment still remains Aboriginal people. But it's not all about education. Business opportunities are also important. A key focus signalled by the government at this year's Garma Festival, held as it always is on Yulngu country in the top end, was of increasing economic opportunities for Aboriginal people. As graduates of the UTS Business School, I suspect you will all have a strong interest in this new policy area of the government. But let me say that if this new policy is to succeed, then what we need is a collaborative approach with government, in which programs and policies are designed in equal partnership with Aboriginal people and when they are implemented, that they are managed in full equal partnership, in true partnership style between black and white. In the past, we have seen similar schemes fail because they have been designed at a distance and managed at a distance. The key to success is having Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in control of their own lives. All I ask of you to think about when you embark upon your careers, and that if you encounter an opportunity to work with an Aboriginal organisation or community, that you bear this in mind. Well, that's enough from me. I would like to finish up by thanking you all for being a patient audience, and I would like to congratulate you all once again for your hard work over the years and for what you have earned here today. Well done.
Graduations are indeed among the most important occasions in the life of a university, and we are so privileged at UTS to have many distinguished people from our community speak to us. In my citation earlier, I used the word remarkable to describe Patricia Turner. That's an understatement. Her extensive leadership and enduring impact has done much to shape the Australia that we have today, one in which we hope for the future, respect and reconciliation and resilience to be a characteristic of all Australians. We have more to do. Ms. Turner shared with us her wisdom, her reflection on the privilege we have for being on Gadigal land and the sadness we have for the past. She's also reminded us that education can change lives, and that if we have a role in that, if we play our part, then we can indeed make the contribution that will give us a better future. Would you join me again in thanking Patricia Turner for today's address?
Chancellor, guests and graduates, that occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of this ceremony. On behalf of the Chancellor, I invite you to join the official party for refreshments. These will be served in the Great Hall foyer and in the balcony room adjoining this hall. The photography, framing and memorabilia services are located on level 4, which is one floor below us. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. As it does, I invite our new graduates to join the procession, which will end in the balcony room. Would the congregation please rise for the academic procession?